No, guys, the method has not been nerfed. You can actually continue to catch Geniemons in capture mode, in extraction, and in termination if you know exactly what to do. There you go. You have the answer for those people that always tell me that I make the videos too long and that I should make them 2 minutes. With that said, welcome everybody. It's your boy CJ, and today we're gonna talk about Geniemons, catching them, and even though a lot of us have hit that wall where we can no longer spawn Geniemons when we're doing capture missions, I'm going to tell you exactly how you can go about bypassing that specific soft cap that we all have, not only in capture, but in extraction and in termination, just overall any mode where you get yourself Geniemons. Now, over the last few days, we've been actually getting ourselves a bunch of Geniemons. If you guys check right here, we are able to not only get ourselves some pretty rare Geniemons, but also max dupe them, which is really damn good. I know we already have guaranteed locations for Boxy Bro, but what about Mr. Goodnight? We're able to max dupe ourselves our Mr. Goodnight, max dupe our shiny Paru Tail. We're able to max dupe shiny Lumi if we wanted to, because we have a bunch of copies of not only Lumi, but shiny Lumi as well. And on top of that, we're also able to get a bunch of shinies of this, shinies of that, as you guys can see right here. Just overall a bunch of these Geniemons as we go along, and we do this by not only exploring the open world, but actually using the capture mission method. For those of you that don't know, I made a video about this, but it's relatively simple. All you got to do is go to your commissions, go to capture, and get yourself your Geniemon. It can spawn randomly in this after you capture the target. With that said, I know a lot of people have been running into the wall of, hey, I've been running this mission for, 10, 15 times and there's no Geniemon spawning. Did they nerf it? I'm tired of that question. That's why I'm making this video. No, they didn't nerf the Geniemon spawn. There seems to be a weird soft cap in the game. Where does it say it? We don't know. We've been doing a lot of testing and we can't find like a guaranteed specific timer on the cooldown on these Geniemons. We don't know if it's like every 3 days from catching them on a specific day like a Friday. We don't know. Long story short, we started hunting these down and we did about 142 runs in capture mission. This was after a lot of us were completely capped, meaning that each one of us that tried this, or most of us, because there's a method to the madness, we did about 10 runs after, reaching the soft cap and not getting any more. So for 10 runs, we just weren't getting Geniemon. So I was like, okay, there has to be a method to the madness. So what did we do? And it's quite simple. The swap leader mechanic, which is you got to get some friends. It might be a little difficult to some, but you got to get some friends. You got to go into some Discords. With that said, join our Discord, guys. We have a great community, always chatting it up. We be hopping on VC, yapping, all that good stuff regarding this game, helping each other out, sharing ideas, sharing builds, yada, yada, yada. So the swap leader mechanic. To bypass the soft cap, it's quite simple. Every player seems to have an individual soft cap for Geniemon, but if one of the people in your party hasn't reached that soft cap, it would seem that the Geniemons can still spawn in capture missions. So what we did in all those 140 some runs was simple. We switched the leader to the people that hadn't done their capture missions or hadn't done extraction or hadn't done termination. Anybody that hadn't really gone out and hunted a bunch of Geniemons through these methods, right? So we would make a group. The person that hadn't gotten their Geniemons through these methods was made the leader, and then they would launch, capture, extermination, so forth and so on. And it worked, right? We were able to spawn Geniemons constantly. Like I said, we've been doing this on stream for, I'd say, about 2 to 3 hours after reaching our cap. And then last night we did it off stream after reaching our cap as well. And we were able, from those 142 runs, we were able to get ourselves about 65 Geniemons. Now, you might say that's not enough, but that's actually a pretty good number, right? You're able to not only get some really good active Geniemon companions like you see right here, some pretty damn good ones, but you're also able, and in my opinion, probably more important, get yourself a bunch of these. And it might seem that I don't have a lot, But hey, I be getting shafted. If you guys watch the stream, I get a lot of blues, and with getting a lot of blues, I'm able to mix them up and, you know, rank them up. As you can see right here, we have a gold vigilant, we have a gold chubby. Everybody loves a good chubby. We got a gold swift. We got some frugals over here. We got some impatience. We got some good stuff. And then on top of that, we've already slotted in some good stuff over here, like my little chatty bro. He has a gold gluttonous. My active one for my Rebecca right here has a gold fierce, a gold beefy, a gold timid. So you're able to combine your Geniemons. For those of you that don't know, yes, you can combine or raise your Geniemons for a higher level. So for example, right here, if we were to go like this, bah, let's do this real quick, bah, bah. And technically you need the one that you're using as base and 3 more. And since we've been doing this so much, you see, we would do this, and then we'd have another one and now turn it into gold. Since we've been doing this so much, I don't have as many as I would have if I was getting as many as I told you guys, but that is exactly why we're able to rank them up. So the first thing is the swap leader mechanics. Every person has that soft cap, and you want to make sure the person that's the leader of the party doesn't have that cap. It's very important. Now, our second tactic was running into the missions. And if we would run in, we'd be doing them, boom, we spawned one. A Geniemon spawned, we were like, okay, this person can spawn Geniemons. After that, we would continue to go, and after every successful appearance of a Geniemon, we would go about 5 to 6 waves without a Geniemon. So not necessarily like we would go one successful and then 5 to 6 waves without one, but our rule is, if we're doing it and someone spawns a Geniemon, to know if they're cached or if they're burned or bricked or they've reached that soft cap, we would wait about 5 to 6 runs. If for 5 to 6 runs they didn't spawn the Geniemon, we would do 2 things. First, we would say they're usually cached. They can't spawn any more Geniemons. Or we would swap over to extermination. I did this a bunch of times. I was recording this after being up for like 20 hours. I meant excavation, okay? Anytime I say extermination, I mean excavation, okay, guys? Now, the Geniemon soft cap seems to be like around everything. So like if you're soft capped in capture, you'll be soft capped in extermination, and you'll be soft capped in termination. You'll be soft capped in all of them. But it seemed that for some reason, some of us that were having an issue, like after 6 runs not spawning them in capture, we would switch to extermination and it would spawn there. But once again, if after around 5 to 6, maybe 7 runs, if you want to push it, of that person not spawning a Geniemon, we would say, yup, it's absolutely over. It is cached. I wanted to make this video because yesterday I was sent a video from a fellow content creator where from what the people telling me to make a video about that, they claimed that the method was nerfed or thought the method was nerfed. And a lot of people come to my comments. It's one of the most it's so popular, it's such a popular question that I had to make a command in my chat to answer the question, because so many people come to my streams and type, is this nerfed? Is this changed? Did they change it? Did they shadow, you know, nerf it? And I wanted to make sure you guys know it's not nerfed. You can absolutely bypass this method. It does take a little getting around, which is having friends and playing with other people and coordinating who doesn't have, you know, a cap on them. But at the end of the day, it is what it is. Should it be better? Yes, I feel that the dev should absolutely give us an indication on when these Geniemons are going to respawn, especially because they're static spawns. They're not like randomly spawning all over the place. They're usually in the same locations. So I feel that if you look on the map, it should have like a little cooldown or something. I don't know, ladies and gentlemen, but honestly, that's going to be it for this video. I do appreciate y'all for watching. I'm sorry for just the static background. It might be a little boring, but there's a good PSA, a little bit of information, how you guys can go about getting more Geniemons. For now, thank you all. Have a great day, and peace.